So, the challenge that the majority of traders face when trying to be consistent in their trading or trying to be profitable in their trading is to be aware enough of their state, to be aware enough of or conscious enough of what it is that they are thinking on a day-to-day basis when they go to trade, when they sit down to trade. And the reason for that is that they don't know themselves well enough, or they're not self-aware enough. The result of that is that they limit their ability to exercise what I call intuitive trading or knowledge-based intuition when it comes to trading. Because make no mistake about it, trading is an intuitive process. It is not. It's not just about taking action. It's not just about placing trades. It is an intuitive process. You cannot access that inner intuition until you have a level of inner calm, and that comes from what I call unraveling and unknotting yourself enough to know who you are, what you stand for, what you're about, what your goal is, what your visions are, what it is you love, what you stand for. Until you know that, you battle to access the intuition required in order to get and achieve sustainable, ongoing success in trading. So who am I? My name is Judy V, and I'm co-founder of Tribe of Traders. And when I'm asked all the time what is different about Tribe of Traders to any other trading business out there, and that's quite simple. We focus on making traders profitable 100%. And we focus on what it takes for traders to be profitable, and that is largely mindset. You know, I have a saying, 80-20 rule of trading, 80% mindset, 20% the actual act of trading. But I'm going to be honest with you, I actually think it's closer to 99-1. Also, author of the new book, Truth About Trading, which unravels and reveals many of the truths that one is wise to embrace, understand, and incorporate into their trading for sustainable success. Now, I have many traders' stories in this book, and every single one of them have said that, without a doubt, what they wish they knew when they started trading but do now was all around mindset, all around understanding themselves, understanding where they're at, what their mindset is, what their relationship with money is, what their relationship with themselves is, what their level of deserving is. All essentially, when you unravel it, when you get down, pull the curtain back, get down to basics, it is all about the extent to which you know yourself. Which is why I'm actually doing a 15-day challenge, which started today. If you're not in it, I would love you to come and join it. Okay? It is in one of my groups that's not only associated with trading, because I have been working with people for over 20 years now on building mindset, wealth building mindset sort of approach to their life. So one of the things that I'm passionate about is being financially empowered. If you're not financially empowered, you're going to be overpowered. If you're not financially empowered, the reason behind that will generally most likely stem from having a low level of self-worth. And that comes from, again, not knowing yourself, not understanding yourself, becoming mired in the weeds, so to speak, of perceptions that you have gained over the years, and which have formed judgments that impact the three things that we have control over. And one is our perceptions, the two is the choices, and three is the actions that we take, and they're all interrelated. Now we don't know ourselves, and we are not clear about what it is, who we are, what it is that drives us, how we perceive the different things that have happened to us in our life. It's easy to just jumble it all together, and develop beliefs based on the perceptions that you embraced when certain things happen throughout your life. these form beliefs, and these then you practice, you act on them the next time it happens, and each time you do that, you're essentially building a protein around the neurons that are synaptically wired in your brain, and it becomes a way of life, and it becomes who you are. And before you know it, you are this person with the beliefs that you have taken on board based on perceptions that you had in a moment in life. All the time we're getting perceptions throughout life, and depending on what it is we're experiencing, what it is we're doing, what it is we're receiving, who is saying what to us, what the responses we're getting, we're perceiving all the time, and those perceptions, we are reacting to them. We're making choices on those perceptions, and then we're taking actions based on those choices. And all the time, you feel like you're on a hamster wheel. Okay, do you ever feel like you just want to get off and let the world stop? Often I used to feel like that. In fact, I used to feel like that many, many years ago when I used to paraglide a lot, and my head would be spinning all the time, and I just wanted it to stop. And sometimes how it played out when I was paragliding, which is quite dangerous, was when things were happening, there's other gliders around me, and there's mountain face, and there's thermals, and my glider is choppy, and all of a sudden there was too much, and I wasn't clear, and I wasn't calm, I wasn't present, and I would panic, and I'd want to stall the glider. So I would pull the brakes down on the glider with the handles. What they do is that changes the angle of attack of the glider, and it slows the glider right down and to a point of stopping, and it essentially stalls the glider, which is a very dangerous thing to do unless you've got plenty of height and it's an intention, and you're maybe doing some acrobatics or something like that, right? It's not what you want to do intentionally. It's not a clever thing to do, but that's what I want to do. I just want to stop everything, just stop the world for a moment. And it's what I would want to do. And that's why, at times people didn't really like flying near me when I was in this state, because it was a dangerous thing to do. And I think we do that a lot. We just feel like we just want to get off the hamster wheel. We just want everything to stop sometimes. Just give me a break, give me a moment, give me a chance to think, give me a chance, just stop. And I think we all feel like that sometimes. We all get overwhelmed. We all get caught up in so much drama all the time. But here's the thing, we don't have the luxury of being able to stop, do we? We don't have the luxury of being able to stop that hamster wheel so we can just get off and see it for what it is, or start unraveling it. And it's an analogy that I started using over the past few days, having recently packed up my home in London and moved out to South Italy, and that is like a bunch of my necklaces got all tangled, the chains got tangled, and I gave them to Tiny to unravel, which he did using a toothpick. And as he always says, everything wants to return to its natural form, but you need to give it the space and the space and the time to do it. So within seconds, I'd be struggling for hours trying to get these necklace chains untangled. He would just slowly, methodically do it with a toothpick, and it would just unravel. And that led me to thinking, well, so many, I see it with traders all the time, they have all the information, they read the books, they listen to the podcasts, they, technically they have no issue, they're technically brilliant, technically understand the strategies, and have all this information, but there's a struggle to integrate it, a struggle to cut through the grease, so to speak, of the shit mired, that they're mired in, the weeds that they're mired in through years and years and years of perceptions, judgments, and challenges and experiences. Very hard to cut through that grease, isn't it? So that's why I started this challenge, is to help give people a moment each day for the next 15 days, just to cut through that grease, to cut through that noise, to just for 40 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day, first thing I'm waking up, just to step off that hamster wheel, giving them a few minutes just to unraveling and unknotting what is going on. Okay. If you would love to join that challenge, it's completely free. It's in my Wealth Breakthrough group. I'll put a link to it below, and it started today. Not too late to join. But without doubt, when again, one of the things that happened for me when I was moving from London to South Italy recently, I was packing up one of the boxes and it was full of notebooks that I've been writing in for 25 years, just on 25 years. And when I was flicking back over it, it was remarkable from a few perspectives. One, from the perspective of having, from seeing how far I've come. Where 25 years ago I was in a very dark place. I was in a very, 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 very dark place. So much so that I was stalling my glider in the air. Okay, dark place. Where like you're completely dissociated with yourself. You just do not know who you are. You do not know where you're going in life. Everything feels like it's being done to you. Nothing is going your way. That's how it was for me 25 years ago. And then I started writing, and I could see how much and how quickly everything started to get unraveled. And then more recently, over a few years ago, when I started writing about the clarity I had for the vision that I have, I started writing about having a tribe 6 years ago now. 6 years ago. And it wasn't until almost 3 years ago, did I actually start one. Now, I just started writing. It was just, and that was the Tribe of Traders that I started 3 years ago. It's just amazing how you get clarity and insight into your destiny, into what it is that you're going to be creating, what it is you would love to create. And then once you get it out onto paper, how the world and how you conspire to make it happen was absolutely incredible. But the only way you do that is by getting clarity on yourself. So that is why I started this challenge, and I honestly believe that one of the challenges that the majority of traders have is having the ability to connect in with their intuitive self. 100% trading success is down to the level of intuition you have. It is not just about the act of trading, it's about trading in a certain way. That certain way involves you knowing yourself on a very deep, deep level. So, and one of the ways, there's no quicker way, no more powerful way to get to know yourself than increasing your level of creativity, because that's the truth of who you are, that's the core of who you are. And when you start increasing that level of creativity, you start getting incredible clarity, and you start seeing things for what they are. Because one of the issues is that when we don't take a moment to take a step back and see things from a potentially different perspective, they still run us instead of us running that. And the more of those situations that we have that are running us, the less that we are the master of our life, and the more we are slave to our circumstances. There's no quicker way to actually start unraveling that and unknotting that than doing what I am suggesting you do over the course of this 15-day challenge. Transformational, it's powerful. Nothing will be the same again after it. I know it hasn't been for me. It's completely transformed my life. I know that what I put down on paper, the extent of which I am clear, and only to the extent of which I'm clear, I will create. It's inevitable. It's a law of nature. It's a law of the universe. It will happen. I just need to get it out there. I just need to get the clarity. And the same with you. If you'd love to do that, come join me in the Wealth Breakthrough Challenge. If you are in the tribe or you are doing the challenge, keep it up. Okay, don't give up. Keep it up. Might get icky, might get uncomfortable. That's okay. Remember, the greatest breakthrough and the greatest growth happens on the border of order and chaos. It's in that space, just outside your comfort zone. That's where the greatest growth happens. All right. I shall love and leave you and catch you again on Friday, or later today. I'll be doing 11:11 UK time and 11:11 New York time. I will be live over in the Wealth Breakthrough Facebook group, and we'll be looking at the challenges people had on today's writing, and we'll be going deeper into what the purpose is behind day one of this challenge. All right, guys, take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.